Hey, Corm.
Hey, what's up?
So there's this little thing going on in Israel, something to do with Gaza and Hamas and terrorists. Uh
You don't say.
there's this one woman who got famous when she was a girl because she wanted to make everyone aware of climate, like the threat of climate stuff.
Uh, the Ice Age.
Yeah, I don't really remember why she was so upset about it.
How dare
Other
you, Mikey? How dare you?
what did I
The
do?
trees, Mikey, the trees.
Yeah, well, she's on a boat and she's gonna deliver aid to Gaza, but it's gonna be taken over by Hamas
Pirates?
terrorists. Yeah, if Israel doesn't stop her.
How dare you?
The Banana Bear Show! Greatest has come again! Hell yeah! The Banana Bear Show! Covering the sick and the dumb woke. Laughing at them cause we want the smoke. The Banana Bear Show!
We're gonna talk about Greta Thunberg. I think is how you say her name, Thornberg or something. I don't know. She's Swedish. Who knows?
Thunberg.
Yeah. So she is on a ship called the Freedom Flotilla. There's been many of these, by the way. This isn't the first time it's happened. This has been going on since 2011.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah, I went back and looked. Uh, and just to get this out of the way, it can be a dangerous thing because you're going into a blockade. So Israel has Gaza blocked off. It's a blockade.
I wonder
No,
why.
no aid is getting in because Hamas is taking all of the aid that's going in. So they're trying to keep stuff from getting in to Hamas's hands.
Mikey. No,
Yeah.
you're acting like, like somehow American aid, gave them a shitload of condoms, and they didn't use the condoms for sexy time, but they used them to make fucking bombs.
Guns.
Or they gave them piping for clean water, and they made them to make missiles. I mean, obviously, who would do that? You know, um,
Nobody.
yeah, it's that's just fake news, right?
No. Apparently, in this crazy world, it is news.
It's fucking stupid. Everyone that says, "Oh, Hamas," genocide, free Palestine. You don't know shit. You do not know shit. I'm not gonna say Israel is fucking like good guys,
No.
but I'm not gonna say the people that I don't know do terroristic acts and use human shields are the good ones. But yet,
And starve their people.
oh no, but Mikey, it's the Jews' fault because Jews.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to hit real quick on some of Greta Thunberg's biggest hits over the years, just in case anybody's unaware of her great contribution to society.
So is there a warning for cringe? Here it
Yeah,
is.
always.
I remember thinking that it was very strange
Oh,
that humans,
humans.
who are an animal species among others,
Oh,
could be capable of changing the Earth's climate.
oh, Mikey, did you know, as us being humans, we use things called gasoline.
Oh
Bears
no.
don't use gasoline,
Oh
and bears are bears.
yes.
But us humans, how dare us?
Because if we were, and if it was really happening, we wouldn't be talking about anything else.
What?
As soon as you turn on the TV, everything would be about that.
Is she cross-eyed?
Headlines, radio.
So she apparently she didn't talk until she started doing activism because she's
Oh, so she's
autistic.
autistic.
Yeah.
Mikey,
Her
here's a fun
dad.
fact. Here's a fun fact. I
Yeah.
just saw The Accountant 2.
Yes.
And if you've never seen the Accountant movies, Ben Affleck plays an autistic guy.
Does he?
And in this universe,
Hmm.
I guess autism could be a superpower. And like in the second one, no minor spoilers, he has his own like little super group of autistic kids that could look up things for him and change lights and stuff. It's a superpower, Mikey. I mean, that's why Andy Ditch wanted the superpower. It
Well,
wasn't a diaper fetish. It was to fight crime.
Form, if you didn't know, in our reality, some people think it is a superpower too.
Yeah, that Predator movie said it's the
Yeah,
evolution of the human species to be autistic.
yeah,
I don't know about you, but social cues are very important for
yes.
dialect.
Please, please, somebody leave in the comments, prove it to me. If you're gonna say I'm actually, there's no, you can't reason with that.
You can't say it's a superpower.
No,
It's not.
no.
Now, don't get me wrong. Autistic people are really good at puzzles.
Yeah,
Then
they're
other
really
ones
good at
are
doing
obsessed
things.
with sexual fetishes.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to say every single one of the people we've covered on this channel that's had the
Ism.
diagnosis of autism and has done horrible things. Now, I'm not saying all autistic people are like this. No, no. I'm just saying, in light of the situation of the locales that we cover, it is a factor of the most degenerate bullshit online.
So some people take the thing where the hyperfixation and hyper I want to do this and they use it for good. Yes, right? Some people take it and they use it for evil.
It's not evil, it's more self-gain, and they don't
Well,
understand the repercussions of doing it in society. Therefore, they try to normalize it.
well, yeah,
And
yes, but also evil.
yeah, but I don't think they know it's evil. They don't
Yeah.
care. They get their rocks off by doing weird shit. And this one's climate change.
Newspapers. You would never read or hear about anything else.
She sounds like a fat guy.
She wants us to be as scared as her.
I'm scared because the news told me that the sun's gonna blow up.
So she got her own TED Talk. She went.
Which is absolutely necessary to make it work.
She bored politicians. Like, how do you do that? How do you board politicians with talking?
Because, Mikey, we live in a fucking society where if someone talks loud enough, they say, "Oh, they got to be smart."
And
not to mention that this chick just started talking.
Just a reminder, she got famous for not going to school for climate change.
But Mikey, the scientists that are not paid by any type of green energy thing. No, that's not true. It's not like she has like a private jet that she goes on.
Or
right?
A famous actor dad, well, not famous, but an actor dad and a opera singer mom, to performing parents.
Oh, you're saying that she has privilege, Mikey?
Huh. And she has the means and the connections to become famous and stay in the spotlight. It's
By
almost
doing talking points that the left likes. Oh,
huh. It's almost like
she's a
it's
plant.
meant to be.
It's like she's a plant.
Yeah.
But she probably doesn't know she's a plant because she's autistic.
No, I mean, I'm sure. I don't know now, but I'm sure whenever she was younger, she was just like, "Okay, Daddy, okay, Mom."
But
I'll do
Mom,
this."
the sun's gonna blow up. I need to tell these people that don't know, that are older than me, that know more, that they don't know. Because I know, because I'm 12 years old and I read it in a paper.
And I've got to be hyper fixated on something.
A global scale. That means that rich countries like mine need to get down to zero emissions within 6 to 12 years.
That's all.
Okay. Can I say something? No, it's gonna be told.
I just want to say that was like 5 seconds, and you're already pausing.
But okay, look, I get it. I get it. Fossil fuels are bad for the environment. Let's say they're correct on this, Mikey, and they kind of are. They want like plastics to go away and fossil fuels. Okay, how?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
I love the fact that this younger generation thinks that they're smarter than us.
Right.
You know, it's not like we don't know this shit. It's like a
And-
lot of these things that get brought up, we're like, yeah, we know.
Yeah.
But they don't say how to fix it.
No.
They say it's bad.
Yeah. And they tell us
Okay.
to fix it.
And they say to fix it. Okay, how? And they don't know.
No.
Oh, let's get rid of plastics. Okay, what are you wearing? Clothes? Yeah, clothes that have plastic on it.
What's those expensive headphones you're using made out of?
Rubber? No, plastic. Everything's made out of plastic. Fucking like, bro. Like, I get it. Tell us how
Yeah.
to replace all the shit that you use in your fucking life, your privileged fucking life where you have the internet, all this shit, what we're talking into, plastic.
Mm-hmm.
What you're looking at us in, a monitor, your phone, TV, plastic.
Yep.
Fucking all of it's made out of plastic.
Yep.
You fucking tell me how you're gonna fix that. Now, recycle plastic. No, that's not how it works. Recycling the plastic, guess what? It takes more fossil fuels to do. Because you gotta burn it. Gotta use coal to do that.
Yeah.
Like your electric cars, all that stuff runs off of coal. If it's not gasoline.
And how, you might ask? It's because the power plants that produce the electricity you're using
Use coal.
Yes.
90% of them use coal.
Fossil fuels.
Which is worse than gasoline. Oh, but let's use solar. Oh, but the solar panels you can't recycle, and when they are all fucked up, you got to throw them away and dig them in a ditch because they can't biodegrade.
Hmm.
Oh, what about wind? Oh, it kills all the birds, and replacing a part on a windmill is actually more expensive than actually just fucking tearing it down.
And dangerous.
Like,
And it's not efficient at all.
like all the green energy, God willing, I hope in our lifetime they find something, right?
Yeah.
But they're not there yet.
Nope.
And we all know that, because you and me, Mikey, we grew up. They talked about climate change,
Mm-hmm.
right? That was the start of it, and we were just like, okay, because I mean, I was more left before I grew up.
Yeah.
That I believed it, but it wasn't like the biggest fear. This
Right.
generation and the next generation, the biggest fear is climate change because that's all the talking points were.
Yep.
So obviously, this little girl has been brainwashed by the media.
Mm-hmm.
Willing or non-willing, she is making it worse by trying to push. We need to do it now because the monsters, they're gonna blow up the world. Told me, like, bitch, what are you telling us that we don't know?
Yeah. Nothing.
with
Nothing.
today's emission speed. Because how can we expect countries like India, Colombia, or Nigeria to care about the climate crisis if we, who already have everything, don't care even a second about our actual commitments to
India, Mikey, India's fucking they're not poor.
Right.
A lot of people think they're poor. They're not.
Their people.
Technically,
Some of their people are poor.
Yeah. Oh no, they have way too many people in their country.
Mm-hmm.
But where they were and where they are now, they have an economy,
Mhm.
right? And a lot of the people that helped them aren't our allies. Like Russia is their biggest partner to help them out. That's why they have their defenses, all this other shit. It's not from us or the UN, and they're doing better than they used to. And I just don't understand how people like her, a white autistic little girl, thinks that how can they think to do the climate if we don't do anything? Oh, what's the emission levels on those countries? Oh, they're a lot more, but it's because we don't do anything. The number one emissions for a country is China. 2 is the Philippines.
Yeah.
Like-
Get China to back down off that. No. No.
But they're not.
No, they won't.
It's like gun violence. Like in America, there's like 5 cities with the worst crime rate of guns.
Yeah.
If you took those off the board, we would be like 49th.
Let's nuke them.
Oh God, no.
Oh, but we don't. I have met politicians and
journalists that doesn't have a clue. They don't know the basic facts. They don't know what the Keeling curve is. They don't know what the albedo effect is.
Oh, and
Our
that
house is falling
Wait,
apart.
hold on. So she's using all these words.
yeah,
They don't know what this is because it's made up.
that was her parents beside her, by the way.
Oh, good.
Our leaders need to start acting accordingly. If our house was falling apart, you wouldn't fly around the world in business class chatting about how the market will solve everything with clever small solution to specific isolated problems. You would in a crisis. I wanted to act
World Economic Forum. Mm-hmm.
as if the house was on fire. Because it is.
And the people in
She's fucking like 16.
Yeah. Now, just to be clear, she is over the age of 18 now, so we are
I
not
wouldn't
picking
care.
on
It's-
a little
if
girl.
a dumb person says something dumb, Mikey. Mikey.
Yes.
Mikey.
Yes.
I hate this.
politicians and the people in power have gotten away
That's why I do it, Corum.
with not doing anything to fight the climate crisis. But we will make sure that they will not get away with it any longer.
How, Mikey?
Yes.
Any group that fights for something, I get it. Shout out from the rooftops. Tell your story. It's your truth. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when they're like, you're not going to get away with it. You're charging, whatever group you're a part of to have some action, usually meaning some violence.
Yeah.
So
We'll get to that.
oh boy.
Will be no more when no one is doing. Is that really too much to ask? Today we use, nor are we in a position.
Act opposite all the time.
It's her dad.
Even most climate scientists or green politicians keep on flying around the world, eating meat and dairy.
Mikey,
Yes.
can I throw this fact out here?
Yes.
Okay, to you vegans out there, your vegan shit kills more animals than people that eat meat. How is that possible? Oh, well, your soy, all that shit, they have to exterminate everything on that land. That's your bunnies, your squirrels, the birds, all that. Then they use
Now-
a really fucked up toxin to do it.
I'm sure they relocate all those animals.
No, yeah, with the tiller. Yeah, when they grind them up,
Yeah.
great fertilizer. And then when that's done, they
Yeah.
have to fly these first class. You know, some of the shit that you guys buy, like the avocados and shit, they have to fly certain like type of bee. Right? You know that? A certain
I
bee to
didn't know that.
pollinate the shit. Those bees get flying out and then they die. You're killing all those bees. Are bees people? No. But to you fuckers, you think everything has to, like, oh, save the whales. I agree with that.
Okay.
Save the bees, I don't care. But, like, to you, Mikey, I don't like vegans because they think that they're higher than us. Oh, we don't eat meat because we don't murder. You murder more than we do.
Yeah.
PETA murders more animals than any other group out there. And their whole purpose is to save animals. What the fuck?
Greta Thunberg.
She made us realize that we were these parents, you know, standing up for human rights and refugees and right and wrong and all these things. And we were really fighting for that.
Oh.
And then she said, you know, whose human rights are you standing up for?
In Greta's eyes, of course, we were missing out one big point, in fact, the most important point, which was the climate or the sustainability crisis going on around us. So while we were saying,
Oh, by the way, her parents have written 2 memoirs now since 2016. I think it was the first one, and 2020 was the second one. Also, Greta has an estimated $100,000 net worth as of her 18th birthday. Just FYI.
How dare you?
So I've got another thing here that's very funny. This guy kind of talks. He's a smaller YouTuber.
Guy
Much
has
like
the
us.
same issue I do. So people ask, like, "Oh, why do I wear the glasses?"
Yeah.
It's because I don't sleep well, and I have bags underneath my eyes. So, like, you see, like, I have bags underneath my eyes because I don't sleep well.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker is worse. Wear the shades, dude.
Greta Thunberg and her team of
Oh,
Captain
no.
Planet leftists are sailing on their way right now to Gaza to go and break down the siege over Gaza and save the Gazan people from the evil entity of Israel. I mean, you can't make this up here, Wildstone.
Real quick, this is Mansur Ashkar. Is the YouTube channel. You can probably see it on the screen. It's in the description. Go check his videos out. He is a pretty funny
All
man.
these videos, they're just disturbingly hilarious.
Hey world, this is going to be a little bit messy, but I'm trying to go as fast as I can. Right now, we just left Augusta and we're heading towards Catania in Sicily. We're on the Madeleine.
By the way, this is the Freedom ship. They named it the Madrine because that is the first woman fisherman in Gaza.
We have been trying to sail to Gaza with aid, with solidarity and love for so long, and we are one huge step closer to getting to Gaza now. One step closer to Gaza.
Gaza! One step closer to Gaza. You know what's the crazy part? Are you ready for it? The only one who's gonna end up saving their life from the terrible fate if they manage to get to Gaza is Israel. So the only one who can save these buffoons is Israel. Just imagine.
I love that picture.
Yeah, Captain Planet.
Yeah. And he's so true. Like, the only people, the reason Israel is going to stop them, other than the fact they have a blockade to keep people from getting aid to Gaza, is to stop them from Hamas killing them.
Now, here's another thing. Too. Some people may not understand. Oh, why don't they get aid? Because people have been giving them fucking weapons.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know who gets those weapons? It's not the Gaza people. It's not the Palestinians.
It's Hamas. It's Hamas. It's Hamas.
Yeah.
Hamas is bad. You
Yeah.
fuckers. Like,
Hamas kills people.
I understand that you guys think that is fucking like genocide, all this shit, that the Israel people are just fucking pounding their asses with fucking nukes. They're not. I'm not saying that they're like Israel's good. I'm not, because you know they've done some horrible shit.
Yes.
I know. I've heard about it. I've heard them say they've done it.
Yeah.
But they don't use human shields. Hamas does. All their headquarters are with fucking citizens blockading them.
Mm-hmm.
So if they get hit by something, the people that don't do anything wrong, they're getting hurt.
Yep.
But no, the Israels are bad. Not like Hamas. Oh, the October thing. Oh, they were just, firing back. 50 some odd missiles? That's not defense, that's offense.
Pictures or it didn't happen, Quorum. Pictures or it didn't happen.
Oh, those babies didn't die, Mikey.
Nope. Those people didn't get touched in places they didn't want to.
Imagine what is going to happen if they actually manage to break the blockade and reach the shores of Gaza. This group, these people, what is going to happen to them? Leave it in the comments. It's going to be very interesting. But this is how...
Because Hamas is known for loving LGBTQ and women just in general.
Crazy things have become. Here, let me read for you some of the things so you can understand what's going on there. So as of June 2nd, 2025, Greta Thunberg and 11 other activists have embarked on a voyage aboard the sailing vessel Madeleine, departing from Catania, Italy, with the aim of delivering humanitarian aid to Gaza and challenging Israel's naval blockade. The mission, organized by the Freedom Flotilla Coalition, some of you might remember the Flotilla, Very crazy, disturbing story that happened in the past. Includes notable figures such as the actor Liam Cunningham
Game of Thrones.
and French MEP Rima Hassin. Liam, that came as a surprise. That came as a surprise. He was a great character in Game of Thrones, and now, you know, hearing and seeing the weird stuff that he's involving himself. But
I
what can
mean-
you say? He's from Ireland, you know? Sad to say, but it is kind of the truth. No
Fuck, dude. Come on. Come on. Why do you got to throw shade at Ireland?
I mean,
Whatever.
I think it's more the Game of Thrones. Like you went through that, and I think a lot of those people just lost their minds after they got done.
every fucking person in Hollywood is fucking weird.
I mean, yeah.
No disrespect to the normal people of Ireland, but there seems to have been quite a lot of jihadists supporting weirdos. The Medellin is carrying symbolic humanitarian supplies, including baby formula and medical aid. The crew anticipates a 7-day journey to reach Gaza, provided they are not intercepted. They're begging to be intercepted. That's going to be
Yes.
the best thing that's going to happen, because the other options are going to be
Yeah, I mean, there's actors on there. There's a guy filming a documentary. There's
You know why they're doing this, right?
Yeah. There's
PR.
19. Yeah, there's 19 different cameras. They have their own drone camera. Like they live stream from the boat. They have somebody from Al Jazeera on there.
Al Jazeera.
Yeah, the media company. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, Al Jazeera. Yeah.
Yeah. One of their people is on there to help them live stream.
This is literally just to get captured.
Yeah.
By Israel like forces, and then they're gonna say, "We tried, but these evil people said we couldn't."
Yep.
But the alternative, like they're saying, is like, dude, you're gonna go to Gaza, and then you're gonna get like probably killed.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Guess what? You guys are famous people. I wonder if they're gonna ask for money for them.
Oh, yes, they will. Yeah.
literally lynched and killed and paraded naked in the streets by the people of Gaza. But if they get intercepted, you're gonna have these videos.
Oh, that's only if they make it to the Hamas. Like Hamas gets there first, because the people of Gaza right now, because Hamas is keeping them starved. They've already Israel has quit giving aid normal ways, and they've tried to create like a militaristic aid station. And the people of Gaza who are starving, I'll give it to that. Like they are starving because Hamas is taking all the supplies and taking them underground.
It's like the North Korea shit. Like so we've been giving aid to North Korea forever.
Yeah.
However, none of the people that actually need it get it.
Yeah.
Because of course their government takes it.
Yeah.
And then when you hear something that like North Korea is trying to launch nukes, it's them trying to get our attention so we give them more aid.
Yeah.
But
like,
it's
hey,
not
look, our people.
It's not for their people.
No.
They're going to take it and put it in their palaces, all this stuff, because North Korea can't make anything.
Yeah.
Because they have no goods and shit. They don't have like an economy.
Yep.
And they have people there that are like literally eating bugs in the springtime. And then they have to try to find potatoes and shit like that in the wintertime so they don't starve to death. But no, but fuck that.
But it's
Gaza.
Yeah. But Israel has tried to do a militaristic version, and the people have overpowered that, like, to get the food. Like they're that like focused on getting the food, and they're that starved and hungry and stuff. It's bad. It's I'm gonna admit it's bad. It's really sucks for all the
it kind of
people.
seems like they need to take a military focus on there.
Yeah.
And do what we did in Afghanistan. In Afghanistan, we took all the terrorist cells and we fucking literally fucked them in the ass.
Yep.
With guns and missiles. And when we literally, pounded them in the ass. And then we took over, and everything was like still salty because, they had their little jihad, fuck America. But we still did that. And as we did that, some reason we went to Iraq, but we still were in Afghanistan, and everything was hunky-dory. We knew once we left it was going to be fucked, because like you're trusting people that have never ran anything by themselves to protect themselves, And
Well,
once,
that
of course, we
and
left.
you're
Taliban
telling
came
people
back.
it's like, hey, please stay over there, Taliban. Please stay over there. Don't
And
take back over.
I just think it's fucking hilarious that we knew about ISIS, right? That other
Mhm.
terrorist group that was worse than the Taliban,
Yeah.
to the point where Taliban's like, look, America, we're fucking bad. Okay. We're fucking horrible. But these guys, they're worse.
Yeah.
And we are willing to work with you. All right. And you know, we'll fly your little flag. But we'll say it's also just us because we kind of told all our people that you're evil son of a bitches, and you want to destroy our way of life, which technically we do. But we'll be better. Just help us because this ISIS thing is getting out of control. ISIS is like they brainwash their people like America, like every other country. They abandoned us. We need to fight, and which they're not wrong. However, anytime you take a military action against another entity for blind hatred for a religious purposes, it's always bad. Because no matter what, it's going to end bad. Like because now all those ISIS people are willing to give up their lives for this cause that doesn't need to happen.
Nope. Anyway, back to this.
Are anticipated in the coming days. Yeah, we're gonna have more of these weird videos by these narcissists. So I'm here in the Med, right here, because my niece is about to do a competition of sailing, and that should be the same Mediterranean beach in Israel where Greta and her team of numbskulls are gonna be coming. Now, let's dive in a little bit into one of these weirdos. You see this guy? Not this guy, that's my brother. I mean, I'm gonna put the image here. See this guy?
Corm, can you? That says death to America.
Oh no, Mikey, we're so bad.
Yeah.
Don't you go to colleges? They tell us that America, we're horrible. Although they don't leave our country. You know, they you know, God, I hate this generation. They're fucking dumb. They're fucking dumb. Like at least the hippies back in the day, they had kind of like a you know, love and freedom and shit.
Yeah.
Right? And there wasn't like literally they weren't backing a bad guy.
Yeah.
They were just saying that we were the bad guys for like overrunning tyranny, but it was to get rid of, you know, communism because communism is a horrible, deplorable fucking way of running a country.
Yeah.
Because a group of people will be starving as one others are thriving, and they'll say that's like this, that's like America, but it's not. You know, like if you do research, like fuck, do research.
Yes.
If the group you're fucking covering is saying, I want to kill every one of you, and you're like, but they're starving.
Yeah.
They're starving. Mikey, yeah, they're in their own country. And, you know, maybe their interactions and their decision making cause them to be poor. But, you know, we should help them because their bad actions shouldn't be rewarded with bad outcomes. Because they're just human. You know, they didn't mean to blow up all those people.
No, they don't mean to starve their own
They're starving.
citizens. Yeah.
Mikey, didn't you hear about that guy that got captured by one of them?
Oh.
And he came back, he's like, yeah, they ate in front of me.
Yeah.
And then the person's like, well, they probably didn't have enough food. He's like, no, they had enough food.
Yeah.
They ate in front of me the whole time.
Yeah, they have a
and then
bunker.
They beat the shit out of me.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, but did they? Like,
Yeah,
like fuck off, man.
Yeah.
He's a Hezbollah supporter. He's a Hamas supporter. He is a official, genuine terrorist supporter. These guys are not different than ISIS. Let's hear what he has to say.
So this is Friday, May the 30th of 2025, and the Medellin just set sail on its way to break the siege of Gaza. We are here sailing from Augusta to Catania, where we have our final lunch event for the next 2 days, Friday, Saturday, and on Sunday, we're sailing to Gaza.
How much you want to make a bet? Like, there's all these people have paid for this. Like, he doesn't have to pay a dime. This is like a vacation for him.
Yeah.
To break
Dude, he's surrounded
the
by
illegal
women that don't have to cover themselves.
Yeah.
It's like porn for him.
siege
Nice.
and to create a people's humanitarian corridor. It's very important that we ask all the governments, but that we pressure everywhere for a safe passage of the Medellin. 12 people are here on board to break the siege and to create a people's
Where's their
humanitarian
guns?
corridor, to take whatever aid we can carry, and to say that we will not accept a genocide.
Well, they can't have guns.
Oh, they're dumb then.
Yeah, they can't have guns. It's the one thing they always brag about is they don't
let-
have guns.
Let's sail, Mikey, to a war-stricken country
Yep.
with no defenses whatsoever and a ton of shit that people in that country really want, like food.
With pirates that take over ships regardless of what you're
Oh!
say you're going for.
You mean like they're like Luffy?
Yeah. That's all.
We do not accept ethnic cleansing, and we will not stay silent in the
We won't accept ethnic cleansing unless it's America or Israel.
greatest challenge of our generation. We are the people who, together with all the other demonstrations, BDS, blocking out.
I want everyone watching to go back into when we covered the that cult,
Uh-huh.
right? Where the guy cut off his dick
Mhm.
for like,
Yeah.
safe passage to like Heaven's Gate.
Yeah.
I want you to do that. And then look at this guy and tell me if there's any difference.
Arms factories are in solidarity
Skin
with the
color.
Palestinian people, and we'll never stop until Palestine is free.
Free from what? I hate when people are like, "Oh, they should just be free." Do you know, Mikey, that fucking Israel fucking went to the table 4 times
Mhm.
since they've been around with this group and said, "Look, you want 2-state government? Fine. We give you this. We have this. No. This and this. No. This and this. No." And then finally, even bigger slice. Okay, this and this won't do that, blah, blah. No, we want it all. Then go
Okay.
fuck yourself. Then go fuck yourself. You did. The UN gave it to them, right?
Mhm.
Because back in the Dizay, okay,
Yeah.
that's where they were from.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, but what about them? Guess what? Life's not fucking fair. Okay. Now, I love how people are like, oh, Native Americans, wherever you're at, wherever I'm at, that used to be Native American land. So you don't own it. Bitch, they lost. They lost.
We
We
wrote the
won.
history books.
That's what fucking war does. It's
Yeah.
for land.
Yep.
And the Trail of Tears. Well, did you know it was only like 6,000 people? No, 2,000 people. It was like a low ass number that died on the Trail of Tears. When I grew up, I thought it was like 1 million. It was like only 2,000 people. Go fuck yourself. Like, go fuck yourself.
Okay. I mean that
Why? Free Palestine!
They're not.
yeah.
They had an opportunity to be free, and they said no 4 times.
Of the hostages, there are still hostages being held by Gaza. None of them went on a sailing boat and demanded the release of the hostages when Hamas broke into Israel and started murdering, raping, burning people alive, and kidnapping children
Because they're not people, Mikey. They're Jews.
in one day. Release the hostages, stop trying to genocide the Jews. We'll end up in a day. If they will stop, put down their weapons, we don't want to kill you guys. Here, take the hostages, the war will end.
Exactly what you just said here. If they would just stop and accept where they're at, Israel would just be like, okay, we're good.
Like, if you
Just
think about it,
stay
like,
there.
dude, you want all this land. I get it. But there's a terminology I like to call it, like, here's a good example. Let's say you're born, right?
Mhm.
And you're a normal dude, and just so happens you were born with kind of a small dick. Okay. But you wish you had a normal or plus side dick. Sometimes you have to just face the facts that you're just have a small dick. And when you come with that terminology, then you could accept things like, I deserve this much, not this much because of my small dick. And now it seems like Palestine has a very small dick, and they wish that they had a bigger dick. But because of the missiles and shit, they don't got a big dick. So just accept your small dick and fucking shut the fuck up and stop killing people. Would that
Okay.
work?
I mean, that's a good analogy. I can't relate, but I mean, I get what you're saying.
We're not all blessed like you, Mikey.
In a day. Who Thunberg going around and leading that exclusive, diverse, whatever. With Greta Thunberg standing as the
I love that. I love she's just standing on the
leader in the front with the gay flag and going around and releasing the people of Gaza. If they want to find a good cause, go and try to stop Hamas. You will solve
Why is she crying?
every crisis. Every
knows?
humanitarian crisis in Gaza will be solved if
Oh,
you defeat
oh,
Hamas.
no,
Humanitarian.
no. The poor shark.
Oh, yes.
Human rights, children's rights, women's rights, terrorism, hunger, economic, everything. Well, I mean, you're still gonna have to convince the Gazans to wanna, choose life over death, but at least you'll be one step closer. Anyway, here's another hilarious video that was made by my friend Lyle. He's just brilliant.
Oh, this
We're
one's
currently
good.
standing on the Madeleine, the ship that
Hey Greta,
on Sunday,
I'm not feeling so good.
first
You
will
have Dramamine or
attempt
something?
to again
I don't do well,
sail
but
towards Gaza
buzz.
and to try to break the siege and open up a humanitarian corridor by delivering aid like and medical supplies. Last time we attempted this about a month ago.
I think I just threw up all over the humanitarian aid.
Board. Hours before the planning to board.
And if you're wondering how is Greta
Yes. I'm surprised they don't see more of that on live TV.
Like treason, inciting a riot, might have been one of them. That was it. His family has been left with no financial recourse. And so I urge you to donate to a brand new fund that I started to cover their income at coveredincome.com. And this is for any comrade who needs assistance, whose income has been taken away. We will cover their income. If you need it, you can get covered income. Mahmoud and his family will get covered income. Anyone who speaks up for Palestine will get covered income. So please donate at coveredincome.com and let's bring Mahmoud back.
That's so sick. That's so sick, Mikey. This is a family show.
No,
the young
this is
leftist
great. That was great.
liberal woke movement is a paradise for con artists and for scammers. They're so easily manipulated.
Yes.
There is no shortage of humanitarian aid reaching Gaza. There's
Look how
so
fat those
much.
people are.
Actually, there's literally
Yeah.
tons of trucks and airplanes.
Now, to be fair, I don't know if he's using AI to do, because I know some of that has been AI. So just FYI, but I don't think that some of those people are starving as much as you.
I think more people have to watch this movie called Wag the Dog. It's a perfect analogy of what things are going on in all around the world.
I remember.
So, next, Saku, I just wanted to kind of play one little thing from here.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah. Okay, let me find it real quick. I forgot where it's at. I watched this morning, and there was something.
Mikey, this guy's a VTuber. He's
Yeah.
automatically weird.
Yeah.
Can't you just do like one of a bear?
What?
Why do you got to be an anime? Weirdo. I'm talking to you, yeah.
Let him in. No, I disagree with everyone. Let her in, bro. Let her in. In fact, I think other people should join. I'm telling you, Hassan Piker You need to go on the Freedom Flotilla next. Save Palestine.
We are doing this because no matter what odds we are against, we have to keep trying.
What do you mean, what odds you're against? What are you doing? And go to Yemen on the way back. I'm sure the Houthi terrorists that use child sex slave and child soldiers, I'm sure those guys absolutely are gonna treat you well.
Because the moment we stop trying is when we lose our humanity.
No!
And no matter how
Yeah.
You want to be a real human? Fucking kill them. Kill all the people you hate. That's what real humans would do. Like without society, Mikey, it's the carnage logic. This is from comic books, where chaos is actual. Like the default of a human psyche is if we didn't have rules or a government with ground stuff, everyone would be killing each other. It would be like in the woods where everything out there is trying to kill each other. The only difference between humans and other species is that we have something called compassion, all that stuff, and
we have souls.
Yeah, but when you're like, oh, our humanity, we gotta help the less fortunate. Why don't you fucking realize why they're in that situation? Like a lot of people are like, oh, what about the homeless people in America? Yeah, you should help them a little, but not. You should teach them how to fish and not give them fish, Mikey. Because if you give them fish, they're going to expect you to keep giving them fish instead of, them being self-efficient.
Yeah.
Right? So shut the fuck up and teach them how to fish, motherfucker, and stop giving them fish.
And with that, we'll call this a show. That was awesome. Greta Thunberg sucks. The Freedom Flotilla is pointless. And Moss sucks too. Along with Hassan Piker.
Suck my fucking cock, you little dick bastards. You little fucking dick bastards. Oh, Banana Bear called me like, I'm just calling the facts right there, buddy. You got small penises. Pray to Allah for that, bitch.
Quote the bear nevermore.
Yeah.
Be sure to like, subscribe. Share the video with anybody, everybody. Become a member if you want to. New videos every Wednesday.
Got merch. Not a cult.
Not a cult.
Original bear t-shirt right there.
Yep. Mugs, stickers, all that good stuff. And with that, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
How dare you?
Andy Dick screaming his poo-filled cries. Cyrax covered in scabs with bedbugs lies. The Banana Bear Show! Subscribe and buy a t-shirt. Lockout coverage makes you laugh till it hurt. The Banana Bear Show! Subscribe to the channel. The Banana Bear Show! Subscribe to the channel. The Banana Bear Show!